Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to yet another video, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually comparing the social spaces of Destiny 2's Tower and Call of Duty World War's headquarters. Now for those of you who don't know, Call of Duty World War 2 came out a few days ago and it is absolutely amazing. I'm personally in love with the game, so you guys can expect to see a lot more Call of Duty videos on my channel. If you're not a fan of it, honestly just don't watch it, but I seriously think it is one of the best CODs to come out in probably the last 4 or 5 years, and the grind is so freaking awesome. It feels like there's so much to do. So as soon as I heard that there was going to be a social space within Call of Duty, I want to do a comparison between the Tower in Destiny 2 and of course the new social space that was coming in World War 2. Now that the game's out, I can make a comparison and talk about the things that they share in terms of similarities, and then of course the things that they don't share, which are of course contrasts. Now the one thing within Destiny 2's Tower that I notice is that a lot of the NPCs serve the very same function, and that is you can go ahead and turn in lots of tokens or resources and they'll give you basically XP and they'll level you up and give you an engram. So for the most part, a lot of these NPCs are very similar in their structure and the way that they were built from the ground up, and they don't really like give you anything different. I mean, the gunsmith is probably one of the most unique ones out of all of them, mostly because you can buy mods off him, then you can, you know, scrap those legendary mods to get mod kits, and then you can turn in those mod kits and those can hopefully give you the legendary mods that you're after. Now one big thing that I will say is that the Tower is a lot bigger than the World War II headquarters. It's just way bigger, but the thing that Destiny 2 fails to do is actually capture this space in a very social manner. It almost feels anti-social. There's not really much you can do, and pretty classic, we ended up getting error coded out of the Tower. But there really wasn't much more for me to say other than the fact that it feels pretty anti-social. I mean, all you can do is dance and wave with people. I haven't heard anybody talking in the Tower in probably about a year, maybe 2 years, so that's kind of sad. I don't even know if there's a talk feature because that's how long it's been since I've heard somebody talk. Now, as you guys can see, we are now in headquarters for Call of Duty World War II, and there's contracts and there's also collections. Now, collections are absolutely awesome because what you can do is buy all 8 or 7 of these things within one collection, and once you unlock every single one of those things, you actually get the epic reward, which is at the very top. A lot of the times, these epic rewards will be something really awesome, like a completely different new suit of armor or an outfit, or other times it'll be a existing weapon model that has been completely changed and looks very awesome. So as you guys can see, here's the Screamer outfit. If you collect all 9 things in the bottom, you'll unlock this outfit. It is an epic, so it is very hard to get, and it's almost, I guess it's comparable to an exotic within Destiny 2. That is the Quartermaster. They even robbed the name straight off of Destiny 2. But you know what? For the most part, I'm not even mad about how many ideas they took from Destiny, because I think they improved the social space significantly compared to Destiny. If you look at Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, the changes were absolutely abysmal in terms of making the social space more social. We also have Major Howard. This guy reminds me a lot of Lord Shaxx from Destiny. This is the guy where you basically go to pick up your daily and also your weekly challenges. These things will give you social space, reputation, which I don't really know what it does just yet. You can also pick up those supply drops, rare supply drops, XP, a whole bunch of stuff, and there's also a theater within the social space, and what you can do is actually watch videos on demand and little documentaries basically about Call of Duty World War II and how it was made. There's also live events, which is something that completely blew me away when I first saw it. So instead of going on Twitch and going on Discord, if you want to talk to your friends and watch a competitive tournament within Call of Duty, you can actually now turn on your PS4, go to Call of Duty, go to the Tower, or the social space I should say, and then just check it out from right there in the theater. That is just so cool, and it's a great way of introducing new people in the community to COD competitive. Now there's also an emblem place. In the future we'll be able to upload our own emblems, and we'll be able to basically go there and look at the community's emblems and what they created and apply it to your own profile. This is a very much needed feature, as scrubs like myself that aren't very artistic absolutely love stealing emblems from other people. There's also this place right here which lets you test out your score streaks. You get to basically pick any score streak you want. There's an endless mob of enemies that come at you, and you even have your own teammates to help you out. Of course, these are not actual people. They're just basically dummies, like a training camp, and you can test out all the score streaks, see how they, you know, perform, what kind of velocity they come in at, what kind of blast radius they have, and just basically to get used to the score streaks so that once you go into competitive multiplayer, you know exactly what you're getting into. And this is just flipping phenomenal. I can't believe that they actually put this within a social space. We got the huge plane coming over me, and this was by far the best shot, raining down terror onto the enemies. Very, very cool. So right there, that was one of my favorite features of the social space. We left there and we got teleported back to the beginning. There's also a headquarters post. This is basically the mailbox or the postmaster if you want to compare it to Destiny. That's where every day if you show up, you'll get a small amount of armory tokens, which you can spend on cosmetic items. There is also a firing range, which is something I've been wanting to see in the tower for such a long time within Destiny. Right after the game was actually made and released for Destiny 2, I actually tweeted out something along the lines of how sick would it be to have a firing range or a shooting range within the tower of Destiny 2 so that we can kind of get used to the weapons and all that kind of stuff. Now you can do that in Call of Duty World War II's headquarters. There's tons of targets that keep popping up over and over again, and I think the coolest part is that you can actually challenge somebody just by kind of inspecting their character or their person. You can just, you know, click the options button right over them, and there'll be a button that says challenge them to a shoot off, and I think it's about a 30-second contest, and you just see who's the better shooter. So lots of very social elements, and it feels like you can most definitely meet new people and do lots of fun stuff within this social space. Now we've seen lots of very cool things, and we have not even scratched the surface. As you can see, here is one of the players within the headquarters, of course the social space, and he's opening up a supply crate. Now, these supply crates are basically almost like the be-all end-all part of the game. It's very similar to the bright engrams within Destiny 2. Everything around the game basically revolves around cosmetics, and it's the exact same with World War II. Now right now there is no microtransactions at all within the game, which is honestly the coolest fucking thing ever. It is so sick to have everybody grinding for something instead of just being able to splash out the cash. Now, mind you, there is most definitely going to be microtransactions added into the game very soon. Don't even question that. Microtransactions will come and you'll be able to purchase these crates, but right now there are no microtransactions and everybody's just grinding and loving this game, which makes the entire experience so much better. If you grind for something and you unlock a very specific epic armor set that nobody else has, you actually feel unique and different, but once those microtransactions comes out, of course that will just be completely wiped out and everybody will be paid to win. Now as you can see, there was an R&R section right there where you can play basically these virtual 8-bit video games, and this is something that we've been asking for the Destiny community since Destiny 1 launched. We've always wanted to play each other in chess and stuff like that to make the social space a lot more social, but it seems like Bungie just never decided to innovate for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe Activision put it into this game, but there's also a place where you can prestige your weapons. Earlier I didn't talk about it. There was also a place where you can prestige your division, which unlocks weapons and specific items that you previously could not unlock just by ranking up in multiplayer. Now this part right here is either my favorite or second favorite thing within this social space. There's actually a little 1v1, almost like a little test playground area. It almost looks like a paintball course, and it's a 1v1 area. Basically you enter the cube with that chalkboard right there, and basically you'll be entered into a 1v1. I'm going to show you guys that right now, and as you can see, you get to choose which weapons you get to ban. It randomly rolls weapons. You get to ban a weapon, your enemy gets to ban one weapon, and then you guys just go all in here and basically try taking out the other person. It's very fun overall. Just lots of social elements that Destiny is very much lacking. So I believe it starts off with 1 minute on the timer, and of course it is the first to 3 kills. I got my ass handed to me in this match. This guy completely outmaneuvered me and outskilled me with the shovel and throwing knife. I did manage to get a few kills here though, so this was the start of a comeback, but I think we ended up actually tying. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to let the footage roll out here, but maybe the clock resets after a kill. Let me see. Once I get this kill, okay, no, so I guess it's 1 minute for the full match, and it's basically first to 3. So that was a nice little shovel kill I got right right there, and we got ourselves a nice, I don't even know what this is, a throwing knife maybe? I think it's a throwing knife. So there it is, 2-2. We ended up just kind of having a stalemate here at the end. None of us got a kill, and it ended up being a tie. So as we conclude the video, I just want to talk quickly about the future of the channel, what my thoughts are on Call of Duty World War II, that kind of stuff. I'm personally enjoying the game much more than I ever thought I would enjoy a Call of Duty ever again. My favorite COD was probably like Black Ops 2 and World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and I really didn't think a Call of Duty would ever have that addicting factor as this one currently has for me. So I'm very much loving this game. I'm playing it hours and hours on end. I haven't really played Destiny 2 in the past few weeks, if I'm going to be completely 100% honest with you guys. I haven't touched it on PC or console in a very long time, which is very frightening, honestly, because I'm a Destiny channel and I just have absolutely no desire to play the game only a few weeks after it came out on PC and a few months after the base game released. So what I'm thinking of doing, guys, is uploading more Call of Duty onto my channel. Of course, Destiny will always be there. I'm going to be making news videos and just all sorts of stuff when news comes out and live streams comes out. I'm always going to be covering Destiny, but let me know what you guys think of me uploading Call of Duty World War II. I can do live commentaries using snipers and all those kind of things, so it'd be a throwback to, you know, the style of my year 2 videos. Maybe I can do some challenges very similar to the 50 kill, maybe something like the double sniper headshot only, but in Call of Duty instead. Let me know what you guys think. It'd be very much appreciated, and if you want to see more of these types of videos, a like rating will be very much appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching. Comment down below what you think of the game, subscribe for more daily Destiny 2 content and COD World War II, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.